Awesome. That leads me to my last question, which is what motivates you today? I mean, each of us, we've all got our goals for about new stuff, trips, achievements, accomplishments. But once they're accomplished, we usually need something new to motivate us. And what motivates you to keep doing what you're doing? If it's your why, what's your why?
Please, I want to say this in two sentences so I can give the other guys more. All I care about is I want to keep getting better every day. I want to keep doing this for the rest of my life. I got a second chance when I didn't deserve it. Somebody took care of me when I didn't deserve it, and I owe forever. And I love owing. Period. End of quote. I hope you see joy in me. I hope you see happiness. I hope you see fun because that's what this is supposed to be, and that's what keeps motivating. I can't wait to wake up every day and do this. I can't wait to meet Tom Love in person and give him a big hug and kiss and tell him how much I appreciate having somebody like that to emulate. Jim Ruda, every time I see him, I hug him and kiss him. I love him. You know, you want to be around people like that. They rub off on you, and that's the joy of what we do. We get to meet all these amazing people. That's for me.
Jim?
Oh, look, I just, I think your motivation or your inspiration has to be a lot bigger than the stuff you might want in this world if you want to make it sustainable. So you can't have stuff. I think that's just it's just a carrot and stick kind of thing. You're just chasing the carrot. I don't think that's how this works. And I certainly, from working with world-class advisors like Van Miller, you realize that they have it's actually simpler than that. It's, you heard what Van said, I just want to keep getting better. I want to help more people. And frankly, that's what motivates me. I want to keep helping more people, and I want to be helping them in a better way. People say, gee, Ruda, you're at your retirement age here. You should be retired. And I said, retire from what? I love this business. I love what I do. I love this. I love the idea. You heard it at the very beginning in my introduction, to preserve, promote, and propel the life insurance advisor business. And it's what drives me every single day. It drives me more than anything besides my family and my God. Those two things, of course, come first. But after that, it's really about how I can help more. You see, I know that if I help more, I will sell more. I know that. And for me, it's about changing the world one advisor at a time, just changing the world one advisor at a time. And I think something else, I think Tom talked about this earlier, is that we get this idea about our, just sort of, we mature in the business. And at some point you realize that you've got something to say and you want to make sure that other people know it. And that's why Van does this. I know he's committed because of the manager that helped him many years ago to make that transition to the top, is because he now wants to carry that forward to others. And really, I think that's what does it. At least it does it for me. I know it does it for Van. I just want to keep on getting better. I want to keep on helping more, and I want to help better. I want to keep looking for new ways and new angles. And for me, it's this inspiration. That's why I do this. I'm thinking, man, I got pages of notes already on this. And I want to say, how can I find another way, another angle to explain something that is so important that could make one advisor be more successful? For me, it's about helping an advisor help hundreds of people. And if I can help hundreds of advisors, I help thousands of people. And if I can help thousands of advisors, I can help millions of people. And that's how I look at that. And I work around the world as certainly as Van does as well. It's something that motivates me, and it's so much bigger than the stuff. The stuff really, after a while, how much stuff do you need? But this is something that is insatiable in me, that I just want to make more and a larger contribution to this world. Like I said, changing the world. And that's the only reason to give a speech, to be in this business, is to change the world one person at a time. And I hope to God, and I pray, honestly, that I do that. And before I get out of this, I want to remind everybody else that on Tuesday of next week, on June 22nd, is one of the biggest days of the year. You want to circle this in your calendar. It happens to be the 70th birthday of somebody on this stage. And you know what? Without Van Miller, I don't think I would be anywhere near the coach I am. So happy birthday, Van Miller. You are, I love you, man.
I love you too. Thank you.
So the question, David, is what is my mojo?
What, what motivates
Cut
you?
right through it.
What gets you to do what you do, and why do you do it?
Yeah, Tom, don't show us your mojo on the screen.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's an interesting question. I've always been fascinated by people who say I'm not money motivated, and they always have a lot. And when money is no longer an issue, you're allowed to be yourself. And unfortunately, it's backwards. We want to try and be the nice guy that we are, but we need to make a sale. And desperation, as you all know, is a horrible cologne. It absolutely smells. So when my mojo for me is watching an advisor get it. And I'm telling you, there are regional high office, uppity up executive people at insurance companies that do not get what I do. Because I go out and if I can motivate an audience and I can get them to sell stuff they didn't know they could sell, and they make money, they look at you and go, Tom, well, you didn't make anything on that. I mean, at my expense, I'll fly and talk to people and they'll, but Tom, you need to make money. No, I don't. I only need one person's life to change. And I see that a lot. When either the client all of a sudden goes, holy crap, I didn't know it could do this, or an advisor that goes, oh my gosh, this is now so much easier. And to me, that is what I strive for. And I'm telling people, if you want to get better, teach it. If you want to truly own your space, teach it. And every teacher will tell you, you better be prepared if you're going to go out and teach. And because of that, I practice more than the average person. Van practices more than the average person. Jim's already got pages of stuff that he's going to incorporate in what he does. He's already got purpose. That's what it takes. Stop living in the past. Stop calling yourself dumb. Look at the opportunity that presents itself. And in 2013, I chose to work on me. The industry wasn't getting better. The product wasn't getting better. The only person who could change was me. And I made a conscious effort to look inward to change who I was. And now my only goal in life, you asked what my why is, I want to teach every United States taxpaying citizen how true wealth works, so that if they implemented anything about what I know, they could retire and pay less income tax. My job is not to make everyone stop filing tax returns. My job is to simply say what I believe, why I believe it, and the benefits received, and work with those people who believe as I do. Life has gotten so much easier for me. It is a hell of a lot more fun, a lot more fun. And it's fun because everybody is doing better. Not me, everybody is doing better. And in this industry, that's what MDRT stands for. How to give back, how to share your idea so somebody else can take it and run with it as well. I've never seen an industry that wants to give back for the people who are in competition with them on a daily basis, that's willing to give away every single secret they have so that everyone can excel in this business. And you saw that today. There's 3 people here that are pretty successful doing what they're doing, and everybody is swapping ideas. If I was an arrogant prick, I wouldn't be here. I would keep it to myself, and that's not what truly successful people do. David.
Wow.
David, if I could just interrupt, and I mean, first of all, yikes. It's amazing. I tell you, I get inspired by this, always have been, by top people. Certainly, Tom, you're one of those. There's 2 things I wanted to just say, because something that Tom said got me to just reminded me of one of my motivations. Nothing moves me more than seeing great performance. Nothing moves me more than seeing great performance. And it's what I hope I can contribute to on a regular basis. Nothing moves me more than watching an advisor perform better. An advisor like last year, we take on an advisor in January of last year, somebody who's making about $150,000 a year. At the end of the year, he makes $350,000, and he didn't work any harder, but he learned some things to nearly triple his income. That's what Matt, that's that kind of, by the way, a guy who wouldn't outsmart himself would actually do what he was told. The most wonderful client I've ever had in so many ways, as far as starting off as he did. Just an amazing guy. And that's one of them. And the other thing related to, people saying like, money's not a motivator. Tom talked about this. One of the things that is important to remember is that chasing money is kind of like chasing cats. If you chase cats, they run away from you. I have a cat. And the only way I could possibly get that cat is by sitting around and just shaking that bag of treats. The cat will show up. So when I stopped chasing money, money started chasing me. And that happened not that long ago, frankly. Van knows the ups and downs in my business. And by the way, my income in the year 2000, not that long ago, zero. My income at the end of the year, line 236 in the Canadian T1 tax return, zero. And it is for lots of reasons, but it's a little different today. But I stopped chasing money and money started chasing me. And I think if you're an advisor today, I think you want to think that same thing. Don't chase the money, chase the help. Do what Tom's doing. I want to help the right people. Do what Van's doing. I want to help these people. I want to give them, look what Tom was saying. One person, I could change their entire lives. That's not chasing money. That's chasing the help. That's chasing being someone that they can make a difference. And for all of you out there listening and watching today, remember that. Don't chase the money. Chase the help. David?
Finally, everybody, if you could thank David for doing this. I mean, this doesn't happen, without some work. So make sure that you send them a little note or you send them an email, tell them thank you and for creating that organization that he's created. It's become quite a big deal, and he's having to install some rules so that people don't abuse it. But I'm grateful to people like him that are willing to establish scenarios like this. So make sure you say thank you. And I want to be the first. Thank you, David, for doing this. And, thank you for introducing me to one of my idols. I'll take a picture and send you and show you my Thomas Love section of my library. It's just to get a chance to be on the same program with him.
Kudos to you too. Thank you. I still want to grow up and be like you. So if I could have a third of the success that you have, I would be thrilled. I do want. David was talking about having an opportunity to kind of brag for just a minute. Guys, you don't know this, Jim and Van, you don't know this, but I have an idea that I want to bounce off you, and I want people on the call to give their opinion. I have licensed Professionals Forum, and it's not insurance, it's Professionals Forum that I would like to have and hold in Nashville on an annual basis and have it an industry recognized event. It's going to be well past my lifetime that it's as large as some of the industry stalwarts, but I'd like to have your opinion, and I'd like to get everybody's opinion. If you've got your chat window, if we had a weekend event where we had speakers like what you have right now in Nashville, and had a structure where we could have coaching, we could have sales, we could have et cetera, who would be interested in hearing that? And Jim and Van, would you consider being on the stage?
Any way I can help. So like I said, somebody's always
100%, 100%, Tom.
Okay, I'm perplexed. Thank you. I'm Thank you. All right. Woo.
So David, thank you.
Well,
Try to stay out of trouble. Try some of the ideas we shared with you. We'd love to see you making top of the table on a regular basis.
absolutely. No, I loved your question to me last week when you asked me how many years have you been at top of the table, and I said none. I'm not counting myself out, but it was none.
So Van, where do
But
you
it
live?
won't take long.
Van, where do you live?
I live 100 yards from Northwestern Mutual's home office.
That's right, Milwaukee. That's right. Okay. All right. So I'm in Tennessee and I'm learning the language of the Tennesseans, and everybody in the group kids me. I'm fixing. I'm fixing to fix. And I don't understand. What do you mean by I'm fixing? That means I'm sort of getting ready to get ready.
Yeah.
Nashville is one of the great foodie cities of late.
Yes.
Hot fried chicken is killer.
Yes. Yes. So that's what I'm working with David on. I got to get him
Yep.
off the fixing mode and actually into the doing mode. So
And I've got to pay more attention, because I just thought that Van said that Nashville was the booty city, and I just really I so apologize for that.
Jimmy, it is. It's the booty city and the foodie city.
Okay, this is
in
way too much detail, brother.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Wow. We're going to keep this more family friendly going forward
No,
here.
but-
Yeah, I'm sorry. My apologies. I take that back right
Oh,
now.
no, that was fun. I like.
Before he shuts this down, the 30 people that are left. This is the greatest time ever to be in insurance and financial
Amen.
profession. There's never been a time like this. And it is the greatest time ever to sell cash value life insurance. For the first time ever in the history of the business, if you sell cash value life insurance, you're the competition. Nobody can touch you. Nobody. It's not even close. I don't care what they tell you about Wall Street. I don't care what they tell you about mutual funds, Bitcoin, gold, silver. You can't do what's going to be necessary to be done to have financial and retirement success unless you understand what a foundational product cash value life insurance is. And a lot of you call me and say, well, what's the best? Is it whole life? Is it index universal life? Is it variable life? And the answer is very easy. Yes.
yes.
Doesn't matter. Whatever you like, as long as you make sure it does what you
It
told
works.
it
Yeah.
to do. And in combination with annuities, we sell the three most important benefits of the 21st century. We sell guaranteed income you can't outlive. We sell, this is very important, Tom Hagen used to call them mortality credits, and now we've changed them to a really pretty word called longevity credits. So using guaranteed income that you can't outlive and longevity credits, along with the third benefit of a cash value life insurance, leveraging pennies that buy dollars, $1 that can do the work of many dollars. I can beat anybody, anywhere, anytime, and I can give them a successful financial and retirement future without any problems, even if the interest rates stay at zero until 2024. And if the stock market averages nothing for the next 10 years, they can still win if they understand how to use these products correctly. So please, whatever you need to do to join on, everybody else has talked about it. So I'll quick say, I have a website with a newsletter called vanmiller.com. We have thousands of agents who subscribe to it monthly. I work my buns off on it. If you don't have it, sign up today and we'll send you a whole bunch of bonuses. And I'm telling you, all this stuff that we talked about is there in slow motion. All the questions, all of the narratives for the questions, and so forth. I work very hard on it every month. So I'm an agent. I'm still out there. So it's current. It's right to the second, right to the minute. But please understand, this is your time. If anybody ever tells you that you're not worth your commissions, or that they tell you life insurance sucks, or I hate annuities and so should you, I want you to call me on the phone and I will whisper sweet nothings in your ear. You're it. Nobody can touch you. Nobody. And if you don't leave this meeting doing that, then the four of us failed you. This is the greatest time ever to do what we do. And you now have some foundational information that if you try it, I think you'll be blown away how quickly you will be able to dramatically adjust your careers upwards. So,
Perfect.
Can I
Thank you,
say-
Van.
Can I
And
say one last thing? if I
by all
could,
means,
David?
Jim, and Jim, make sure you talk about your event with Bhupinder for on
I'll,
Monday.
I'll do that. I wanted to say this and to pick up on, just piggyback on what Van said, this is the best time ever to be in the business. I think that the pandemic induced reality has also brought up something else that makes the life insurance advisor business even more valuable than ever. I call this essential financial security. And to me, this is what people are seeing. They've had a lot of uncertainty and insecurity during the last 16 months. Your job to help them with the essential financial security, these things that build peace of mind, that is the quality of life. These are the basics, those foundational things that Van talks about make a huge difference, and it'll carry us forward. This is so important today that we talk about essential financial security. And, honestly, I have a fabulous map about this. This is my great demo here. But all I've done is only one thing: move the plan up the pyramid and made sure that the essentials, whatever you think is essential, that they come first. You want to plan while protected, not plan while exposed to insurable threats. Put in the extras after the plan, but get those essentials in. I think that's the one job that you, as a life insurance advisor, life insurance agent, can do that nobody else can do. Nobody else can. I just encourage you to do that. If you need more information, ask me. I can send you information. I'm happy to help. I've got a whole piece on how to eliminate essential financial insecurity, and I know it can help you big time. As far as what David was saying with respect to my event on Tuesday next week, this is, again, we're celebrating Van's birthday, apparently, with a meeting with my good buddy Bhupinder Anand from London, England, a guy who is a sales wordsmith wizard. The guy is extraordinary, and he's somebody you will learn a ton from. You can get that information, by the way. You've seen that on as announcements on life insurance discussion group and life insurance agent discussion group. And I thank you very much, David, for that. And it's a delight that you would do that. You can get that at advisorcraft.com/global masterclass, or just go to advisorcraft.com. It's at the very top of the front page. You can't miss it. It's an opportunity. We've got people from 9 countries coming. We're into triple digits as far as people attending. You will not miss it. And you also get the recording when we're done and the handouts from Bhupinder. It's a conversation he and I are having, much like this, over 2 hours. It will be extraordinary. David, I want to thank you very much. I am blessed. God blesses me every single day that I can be associated with this business and associated with great people like my good friend Van Miller, who I've known for more than 15 years, and my friend Tom Love. This is a blessing to me. I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank you, David, for what you did and what you do to keep this industry together and to grow it more. God bless you, and God bless all of us on this call. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of this panel today.
Oh, thank you for being here. Believe me, I am the primary beneficiary of this one. Tom, please, let's finish it off. We've got Real Talk. We do that on Wednesday. You want to talk a little bit about that, and then the boot camp?
Yeah, the boot camp I think is next week. There's a fee for that. You'll get the workbook. Yeah, it's about 6 hours long. We're going to finish with 5 sales ideas on actually on a napkin where you can open up 6-figure contributions to life insurance. And it's really the why behind what we do and how it works. That's a $500 fee, and you have to register at thebreakawayleague.com, I think is where it is.
Yeah, it's under events. And although I checked it a couple hours ago, registration was not yet open, but I emailed Ben. So hopefully that'll be taken care of soon.
And Real Talk at the Table, I guess is what it's called, or fireside chat, something like that. This is a non-working fireplace, but this is not one of those stupid curtains that kind of hang behind it. Actually, I nailed it against the wall. But what we do is we just spend an hour opening conversations about really anything, processes, product, belief, issues, regulation. One of the neat things that I have when I was on the board of AALU is that organization, which is now FinSECA, Financial Security for All, really has their pulse on what's going on in Washington. And now I'm on the foundation board for FinSECA, trying to raise money to keep the message in Congress, because I've often heard, know your congressman. And I'm telling you, congressmen don't want to know you. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They do want to know us and they want to hear from us. So if you cannot afford to go to Washington, then send a check to someone who can go and represent what it is we're talking about today. This does not happen free. Everything we get to enjoy is not because they like us. It's because people in Washington are pushing our agenda for the benefit of the American people. And it's an organization that I am proud to represent. That's one of the things that we could talk about at Real Talk at the Table. So it's open to everybody. Every 2 weeks, I will be here, whether there's 4 people or 40 people or soon to be 400. I want to hear from everybody. It's an open forum. And then if you're interested in learning more about what it is that the Breakaway League does, it's thebreakawayleague.com. Thank you, David. And again, I want to thank Van and Jim. This was a pipe dream for me. I just happenstance said to David, why don't we see if we can get 2 of the best in the world to come up with me? Because like I said, I don't feel worthy of being here, but watching the interaction, I will tell you this, what I love about this industry, every single personality trait can be represented. We all know of people in the business that we wouldn't even talk to, yet they're successful. And because there's a spot for everyone in this industry. This is the greatest business in the world. Start treating it as such.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap it up. This was amazing. We're going to have it uploaded on YouTube because it will be probably a different view of the frames and everything, but it'll be on there because we want to help promote, especially if we come up to some dates for the professionals forum and the event. This will be part of the marketing. So we're going to have some fun with that.
So Van and Jim, we're thinking of the February of next year. Okay.
Let me know. Let me know, brother.
All righty. We'll be there. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, everybody.
Thank you all.
God bless. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Van.
Happy birthday, Van.
Happy birthday. He left.
See you guys.